So today I'm going to be talking about this. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max by Apple, and personally I have mixed opinions about this because it's a great phone and I've been using it for the past month and probably 10 days, month and 10 days. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about this phone. It's a very good piece of technology. It's very accessible, it's very fast, it's very smooth. It's basically everything you guys need in a smartphone. But obviously, there's a lot of cons, and one of the biggest cons being the price, as you guys obviously know. $1,200 for my current variation, which is the 256 GB Sierra Blue. That's a lot of money to fork over if you're trying to get a budget phone and trying to get some good stuff out of it. So I'm gonna be talking about everything you guys should know: the camera, the video quality, the screens, the chargers, everything else you guys should know. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing an unboxing first, and then I'm gonna be going into the more in-depth review. So stay tuned for that, guys. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the video. Hey guys, so here's the unboxing of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So the version I have for you guys is the Middle Eastern version. The phone, I purchased it in Sierra Blue and 256 GB storage. And yeah, so here's the actual box of the phone. So as you guys can see, the phone box is quite smaller compared to the older versions of the iPhone, as the iPhone 12 and 11, because this does not come with a power adapter. It is they've cut down on a lot of packaging this time, and some components of the box itself. And as you guys can see, it does not have the usual thin plastic film that is always there on top of an iPhone box. Instead, this time they've implemented this this kind of eco-friendly quick peel tab on the phone, which I find kind of weird, because part of the iPhone experience is that initial peel outside the box. So yeah, this is kind of a mixed reaction from me, but here is the quick peel tab, and yeah, let's say we get into it. So here's the peel tab, so we just grab it and we pull. So as you guys saw, was a very anticlimactic feel. There isn't any like satisfying peel or anything. It's just these small black color tabs that you pull off. So yeah, but they have done that to reduce the environmental damage caused by the plastic outside. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And here's the phone drop. Wow. So yeah, here's the actual phone at the top, which we will get to soon. So we'll just set that aside for now. Let's take a look at some of the contents in the box. So we have the power cable. We have Lightning to USB-C. This is the one that comes in the newer iPhones. You will not be getting the regular USB to USB type B, USB type A to Lightning. You will be getting USB type C to Lightning. So yeah, you make sure you guys have a power adapter for that. Apple do sell their own adapters, which is 20 watts for this USB type C, but that's kind of overkill if you ask me. You can get any other basically USB-C adapter. Even a Samsung adapter would work. You can just plug in the USB-C and take the Lightning out from the other side. So yeah, here's the cable, and here we have this is the usual paperwork from Apple. They have their SIM tool here. This is their warranty card, so forth, and one sticker. So yeah, that's the regular paperwork from the box. So yeah, I'll just put this back in real quick. So my initial impressions from this is that Apple has cut down on a lot of stuff. There's a lot of different components of the box that is lacking compared to the older versions, such as we don't have a power adapter, number one. We do not have earphones. That is another thing. We do not have any sort of earphones. We also do not we used to get 3-4 stickers before. Now we only get a single sticker. It's not that big of a deal, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, we only get one sticker now, and the box is fully paper. This recyclable paper mesh that they've used. It's really nice, really soft to touch. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the box. So here's the phone itself. So as you guys can see, the initial impression of the Pro Max is it's pretty nice. The Pro versions have this sort of matte finish that does not allow fingerprints to stick, except for the logo. The logo is still a glossy metal finish, so it will have a lot of fingerprints on it. And here's the phone itself. It has a metal side, which unfortunately gets a lot of fingerprints because, like, yeesh, I already have a lot on there. So yeah, here's the, as you guys can see, here is the SIM card slot. Here is the volume down, volume up. Here is the little thing that Apple has for muting, the little switch to mute and unmute your phone. Here is the power button on the side, and it actually tells you what is where in the front sticker. Let's do the peel off. As you guys can see, here is the lightning port as well. So yeah, there you go. Let's do the peel. It's very the experience isn't that much because they changed a lot of the components, such as this is paper, this isn't plastic, so obviously you won't be getting any plastic peel or anything. So yeah, that's there. But here is the phone itself. It's 6.7-inch display. They have made the notch a bit smaller. So yeah, let's try powering it on. It powers on. You guys can see there's the Apple logo. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but my camera is there, so say hi to yourself, guys. So anyways, here's the phone. Hello. Swipe up to open. Pretty cool. So here's the setup. One thing I like about this phone is this time they've implemented a 120Hz refresh rate screen on the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max, and this is really smooth. Like the experience is completely different compared to the usual 12s and 11s. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So let's get on with the setup. So guys, I've just put my iPhone for some setup. It's running some updates and stuff. So meanwhile, I wanted to talk about this case I purchased. It's by this brand called iPhone. It's really cool. It was a mid-range budget case. It is pretty nice. It has MagSafe support, as you guys can see. It has up to 10 feet drop tested, and it's pretty good against dropping. The reason I purchased this was this is a transparent case with MagSafe support, and I wanted a transparent case because, as you guys see, I purchased the Sierra Blue, and this color is absolutely gorgeous, and I wanted to show it off through this case. So yeah, I purchased it, and let's open it and take a look. So, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys I bought this knife when I was in Ooty, which you guys saw in my previous vlog. I hope you guys saw it. If not, please go check it out. So yeah, I bought this knife there. Looks pretty cool. And yeah. It comes with a smaller knife too, but I haven't sharpened this, so it's just there for fashion. So yeah, here is the case. So yeah, it's kind of like a bumper case. You guys can see it's right here. Bumper case with MagSafe support. Pretty cool. I will be putting this on my phone because I don't trust my fingers. So yeah, let's put it in. Oh, it's a good fit. Fits well. Looks good. So yeah, I'll set up my phone and I'll be back with you guys. So as you guys saw previously, that was everything that came in the box, the unboxing experience, how it felt, and all my personal thoughts on it. And as you guys obviously saw, there was no charger, no cables, well, just a cable actually, just the USB Type-C to the lightning port was there. There wasn't much anything else. So yeah, that was the unboxing experience, and now that we've come to the specifications part of the video, I'm gonna be talking about the different specifications. Basically, I'm gonna be talking about the cameras, I'm gonna be talking about the screen and the battery, etc. So yeah, let's get right into it. So let's talk about the screen a bit. So this is a 6.7-inch display that's OLED by Apple, And this one actually, the screen is actually Super Retina XDR with ProMotion. So there is the adaptive 120 Hz refresh rate, and the phone is very smooth overall. The phone is it's a very smooth experience. There won't be any sort of stuttering because of the refresh rate. So in that terms, the screen is a very smooth screen. And also the ProMotion that Apple has introduced this time is, unlike the 12 Pro Max, doesn't actually go down to 60. When you're still, it can go down all the way down to 10 Hertz. And this actually helps to save up a lot of battery. And the screen brightness is 1200 nits at peak and 1000 at typical, and that's quite bright actually. It's quite a bright screen. It's not the brightest out there in the market, because there was some phones that have like 1750 50 nits as a brightness, but this still 1200 nits is still pretty good when you're using outside. You can crank up the brightness all the way up and you will be having no problem whatsoever outdoors. So that is a pretty cool feature about the screen as well. And the screen actually has haptic touch, and the haptic touch on Apple is just amazing. Like, I have no words for it. It's so smooth, it's so reliable. You can literally like feel it, especially you don't even have to go into the phone. Just the torchlight that's on the front, on like the lock screen basically, you can feel the haptic touch. It's like you're clicking an actual button on a torchlight, and that's really, really good. So yeah, that's a bit about the screen. So let's talk a bit about the battery. So the battery is a 4352 milliamp hour battery by Apple. It has an unofficial charging rate of 27 watts. Apple advertises it as a 20 watt fast charging supported phone, but unofficial rating is 27 watts. And the iPhone 13 Pro Max supports the MagSafe charger, which has a 15 watt power rating. So MagSafe is supported, and you can also use a regular Qi wireless charger, which can go up to 7.5 watts. So the charging is obviously not as fast as you would expect from something like Samsung with their superchargers. It's quite fast. Say the Vivo XT Pro, that's very fast too. And but Apple advertises that this as 50% charge from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. So that's basically 100% in an hour, which is still quite fast compared to the previous like 5 watt chargers from Apple, which takes like forever to charge up. This is much faster. And I would like to note, and I would like to address that there is no power brick in the box. So if you guys are looking to get that 20 watt speed from the Apple charging mechanism, you will have to purchase a separate power brick. In my case, I purchased an Anker 20 watt power brick that Apple supports, so it's still quite fast. But if you want, you can go for the official Apple brick as well. The way Apple has made their phone so that the battery is used as minimum as possible. Like, the battery usage is very minimal. Like, even their ProMotion display, they've tried to cut down on so much. They've even managed to bring the ProMotion down to 10 Hertz when you're not using it, just so you get that little bit of extra juice on your phone. And that, in my opinion, is a big W for this phone. So yeah, that's basically everything I'd like to say about the battery. And next we're gonna be talking about the cameras, and I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are waiting for. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. So guys, let's talk a bit about the cameras. So as you guys know, Apple has a reputation of being the big camera guys, and they actually hold true to that name. They actually make really good cameras, and this time is no different. Their cameras are just really good. And since this is the Pro, it has the triple camera setup, and this time they've gone for a triple 12 megapixel setup. Their main camera, which is the wide camera, the ultra wide camera, and the telephoto camera are all 12 megapixels, and the camera quality is very good. And let's talk a bit about the aperture. So obviously the wide camera is a 1.5 aperture. f-stop is 1.5, the telephotos is 2.8, and the ultra wide is 1.8. And the ultra wide camera actually covers a view of 120 degrees, which is quite wide. And the night mode photos are pretty good. The portrait photo quality is really good. And the main camera, let's talk about the main camera a bit. I recently got the chance to take some photos with my main camera, and dude, the photos came out so freaking well. Like, the photos are so good. Like, there is no compromise on quality, there is no compromise on color. They have lots of really good features that they've introduced to the camera software itself, and one of that being the cinema-like photography, the cinematic video it's called in Apple. And what this does is it basically blurs everything around you and only shows yourself. And the cool part is this is not just functional with the back cameras. You can also use this with the front 12 megapixel camera, which makes it even better. You can basically take selfie videos of you that look like cinema videos, because these cameras are just too powerful and they're very nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the photos. And now let's get a bit into the videos. And this phone supports HDR video recording with Dolby Vision up to 4K at 60 FPS. So I'm actually shooting the video right now, and yeah, you guys can see I'm actually moving right now. I'm walking and I'm taking, and this is the stabilization. I mean, I would say it's pretty good. It's very, very stable, unless you're like doing something like that, but other than that, it's like it's pretty good. And the video quality is really amazing, and the focus of the phone is amazingly good. Yeah, you guys can see it's currently almost 1:30, and it's like late in the afternoon, and you can see the clouds and all. It's pretty cool. Clarity of the phone is really, really good. So it's like a short demo clip for you guys. You can record HDR video at 4K 60. You can record 4K at 24, 25, 30 and 60. You can record 1080p at 25, 30 and 60. You can record 720p at 30 as well. And these are the different video qualities you can and this time Apple has come out with something called as a ProRes video. And that is really cool, because ProRes video is actually ProRes video, basically what it is it's a raw file of the video recorded. So if you guys didn't know, when you take photos and when you take videos on your phone, what the phone tends to do is it tends to do some minor color corrections and directly send it to your phone as a JPEG. So when you guys open it, say from your phone, you open a gallery, you open a picture from your gallery, this is a color corrected photo. This is not a pure raw photo. This is not how the photo looked when you took the photo. So what Apple did this time is they made sure that you will get two copies of the same photo. If you select this option, you will get your regular color corrected JPEG photo, and you will get this really raw photo. Like, there is no color corrections, there is no brightness, no saturation, no contrast, nothing. It's just exactly how the camera pictured it. And what this does is this is a very detailed photo. So what you can do is you can transfer this over to your laptop and go to, say, Adobe Lightroom, and you can start tweaking anything about the photo. It's basically a raw photo that you can take maybe on like a DSLR. So that's really cool. And they have the same feature for video, and that is the ProRes. And this makes you do wonders. You can literally take a video out from your phone and you can edit it in a professional editing software and make it look like it was taken on a $2,000 video camera. And that is a really cool feature this time they've introduced. And ProRes can be shot at 4K 30 FPS. And obviously there's a lot of cool features. It has a 2x zoom, 3x zoom and a 6x zoom. And this is manual zoom, and it can zoom up to 15 times digital zoom. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And so that was the cameras, and now let's talk a bit about the general specifications of the phone, like the Face ID, the chipsets that is in the phone, the different storages, the RAMs, what the phone can come with if you choose a different variant. So let's start with the chipset. This is Apple's A15 Bionic, and A15 Bionic is their latest and fastest chipset. It's a very fast chipset. It has a 6-core CPU. The 6-core CPU is actually split into two performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. It comes with a 5-core GPU and a 16-core neural engine. So the chipset is a very good chipset. It's very fast. I've tried many different tests, such as keeping a lot of tabs open. I've kept too many tabs, like 20 different applications open and running at the same time, and still felt no stutter. Maybe the phone became a bit warm, which is to be expected as when you're running like 20 different pages, but still the time it took to load everything, and it was just like I swapped to another page and it just picked up like that. There was no problem in that. My phone right here is a 256 GB 6 GB RAM specification, and this time the storage can go all the way up to 2 terabytes. Yes, you guys heard that right, 2 terabytes of storage. And this time it's mainly because of ProRAW and ProRes photos and videos, and because the ProRAW photos actually take up a lot of space, and so do the ProRes video. Say if you're taking a video for like 1 GB, when you convert that to ProRes, it's like 12 GBs, 11 GBs, which is a lot of storage that requires, especially if you're a person who constantly takes videos and photos on your phone. You will need that storage. But I don't take that many videos with my phone, so I didn't have the need to go for that much storage. 256 GB, more than enough for me. So yeah, and the phone comes in 4 different colors, and my color is the Sierra Blue. So there is a black or a graphite color, a silver or a white, you could call it. There is the gold, and there is this. So I went for this color because, well, obviously it's unique. This is not a color that's there on every other iPhone, so I just felt like it would be cool to have this color, so I went with this. This is the Sierra Blue. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the phone. Basically, basic specifications, I would say. If you guys didn't know, this phone has 5G, so it's 5G supported, so you can get a 5G SIM and still use 5G, and it would be really fast. Dimensions wise, the phone is quite heavy. It's more on the heavier side. So the phone is 240 grams, which is quite heavy. It is a brick, like it is literally a brick. But I like the phone because it just feels more comfortable on your hands, especially with this flat bezel look. It's more satisfying to hold. It gives you this more secure feel when you're holding it, as compared to like the previous like curved edges on the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro Max and so forth. And that's pretty much it for the weight. And so let's talk a bit about dust and waterproof resistance. This phone is rated IP68, and it can it is waterproof up to 6 meters for 30 minutes. And that's pretty good. It's pretty good for having on a phone. IP68 is quite high actually, unlike some phones which are coming with IP67 and splashproof and dustproof. But this is completely water resistant. You can submerge this in water for 6 minutes and for 6 meters for 30 minutes, and it would still work absolutely fine when you just take it out. So that's pretty cool for dust and water resistance. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I would like to talk about the phone. So now finally I would just talk about some of my personal thoughts on the phone. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max, is it worth a buy? As always, I would say it's up to you. Whether you want the phone, whether you need the features it offers, yes, it's up to you whether you want to go for it. But will you regret it if you go for it? Absolutely not. You will not regret going for this phone. This is not like one of those phones where you buy and then you use it for like a year and then you get fed up with it because it just became a bit slower, it's getting stuck here and there. No. This Apple has that reputation for providing constant updates, keeping their phone up to date, always keeping it smooth, and in that terms I would say this phone is very good. And also the price point, yes, it's kind of high. Obviously that's one of the biggest cons of this phone. The price point is $1,200. It's a lot of money. I personally paid where I live, I paid 400 KD, which is like $1,250, which is, again, it's a lot of money. But if you do think that this phone is worth the money, I would say go for it, because iPhone is not like one of those phones where you buy and use it for like say 2 years and then switch it out for another phone, because Apple is very up to date. They will provide this phone updates for maybe the next 7 to 8 years, and you can use this phone for the next 8 to 10 years, and it would work absolutely fine. Like my dad has been using his iPhone 11 for almost 3-4 years now, and it's still amazingly good. There's no sort of stuttering. There's no sort of smooth loss in charge, nothing. It's perfect. So if, in my opinion, I would say you can go for this phone if you guys like it. And is it worth the buy? Yes, it is. But is the money a lot? Yes, that it is expensive as well, but it's up to you guys. If you want to go for it, go for it. And this video, this is everything I thought, my personal thoughts about this phone. Everything I thought was good about the phone, everything I thought was bad about this phone. Yes, I've told you guys everything. So you can watch the video and you can decide whether you guys want to go for this phone or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this phone. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also drop a comment saying what you guys think about this phone. How do you guys find it? Is it too pricey? Is it just the right price for the features offered? And obviously it's a premium device, so we have to take that into consideration too. But as other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. This is Benjamin signing out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.